on Eglinton West. Here we've got Oakwood, and this is Eglinton, and there's the stations that we're waiting for them to open. And then we've got happening here. Oh my goodness, but look at what we have happening there. Isn't that fabulous? That is fabulous. Wow. Yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the look. And so you've got this book launch happening. I have the book for a while now, and it's Marlene Barnett, sponsored by Band. And then look at where it's happening in this beautiful converted Monica's Cosmetics space. And so Band Offsite, Black Arts Network and Dialogue. Monica's community events, our space coming soon. See? And then you walk in.
Because her family just was like, you can't be around people because you know our elders, they would keep going if you let them. And then it sat empty for a few years, and then Junior gave us a call at Band and said, hey, I want to do something in homage of my mom, and I know she'd love it to be a space that gives back to community. If you know how these buildings work, you know these pillars are a testament to this Jamaican woman bought 2 buildings, not just one. Yeah, so the width of it is a testament to just, I mean, I wish I had those baller skills. I don't know anything commercial. So yeah, just wanted to give that context and let you know that the space is starting to operate. It will be a social enterprise. You can blame me for that. But traveling and seeing what's happening on the continent, this is how those spaces are operating. And I think we need a mix of that for our communities in this city. And we know how many artists are having issues with space. So it'll be affordable. Because they own the building, they won't have the stresses of, you know, the landlord with the crazy fees. But we just wanted to make sure you understood the context of why we're here, and that we're also be gentle, because I know someone, I look up a ceiling already. I already know. I know some of you have looked and thought, not quite finished. It is not quite finished, but we are bringing you in to bring color and love. We are bringing this gorgeous and brilliant artist and author, Marlene Barnett, today to talk to us about her work. And with that, I'm gonna throw to Lamisha, and she will do the formalities.
Hi everyone, welcome to the book tour.
So what does it mean for you, Junior? You're a Monica's son. What does it mean for you to be part of turning this into this kind of space?
Wow. Really, I just want to give heritage to my mom and dad. They were here. They did everything. Every time I open this door, somebody comes in to thank them, greet them. They were here from day one. So I wanted to kind of pass it on because now they're at that age where they can't move, they can't do certain things. And I just want them to understand that Monica's going to try to stay here and try to help the community. We're going to try to help the community help them in a way that's saying they're thanking them for what they've done so far.
And are they aware of kind of what you're doing with it in terms of rather than continuing to a business, you're saying, no, I want to do something that...
They have no clue. I talked to Karen. Karen came along and said, hey, I need a space. I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this. And I cleaned out the place in 1 week, 2 weeks. Now we're here halfway finished, but this is where we're at right now. And so I'm going to continue this and then see where we go from here.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get this kind of vibe of people that come through. And this is great. This is what I was looking for.
So I know you're doing something with Band, but is it just with Band, or are there other people could approach you and say, hey?
Anybody can approach me in anything. What I was trying to do was more of a pop-up. First was for hair. I wanted to get a hair school or something like that going for my mom to give her heritage. But that's too much politics and whatever. So then I was like, I'll give a little boost where if somebody has an idea, somebody wants to do something, we have an area for them. It's not a big place, but it's big enough for you to start and get somewhere going. So.
And at some point, you'll probably, when you get a little further ahead, do an Instagram profile so people can
Oh,
even
yes.
connect with
yes,
the space.
yes.
Right.
Like this is like a trial run. This is the second one we
Right.
done. We did one with Miss Rita last week, and we did this one here. So this is our second run, and then now we're gonna get the floor done and everything else done. Then we're gonna come back properly.
So,
open
you're not
our
ready for
doors.
people to be in touch with you or anything right now?
Not right now, not right
Okay,
now. But
okay.
everything they go through band, and band will get them in here.
Okay,
And we're going to do photography, but we're also going to do. I want to give heritage. We're going to do the reggae artists,
Right.
And I'm trying to get all the reggae artists in front of here, take a picture before I move the sign and change the frontage of the store because I'm going to do that later on. That's one of my number one goals right now. Then we're going to go back to the community and get the community that's been here the longest, and then give them their heritage and their acknowledgement for being on this block, and then display their stuff on site and inside here, and then everybody can come by and see what's happening. That's my goal for now.
Wonderful. That's beautiful,
Then when
man.
we're doing this, it also happened that we end up having Instagram. Somebody put something. We had a song when we used to do music. We had a song with Jay McGee, Mr. Q. Ladies Delight ends up being the first rap song in Canada. So they gave us acknowledgement for that. So that kind of transcended me to do. I was on the right path to continue doing this. So I'm here now.
And so literally, I'm just thinking of that moment when you said, hey, explain that moment. I know you have to go, but that moment when you sort of said, this is what I want to do. What was that moment for you? Like, what happened?
It was really to give back to my mom and dad
That's all
because I've been here for
because you could have done so many other different things, but somehow you said, you know what, I want to make this space available to the community to express
that's
art,
what
share
Eglinton
art.
was all the time. Like when anybody came from the West Indies, if you say, hey, I'm looking for Johnny tomorrow, Johnny will be here next week. Just come back on this block, you'd find him.
Yeah.
That's not here anymore.
Right.
And everybody who's here is really not bringing people back to Eglinton. They're just trying to take from Eglinton. So I figure if I do something where people could come back on Eglinton, shop with everybody around here, do everything around here, come and see what it's like, then we can move to another situation that we should be in, where this is Little Jamaica, but it's not really Little Jamaica anymore.
Yes.
You know, we just got barbers and the patty shop and a couple food stores.
Yeah.
So we need more of Jamaican
And
representation.
you know what I've realized, because I've talked to a bunch of people here who've had businesses who are not Jamaican. They're from Barbados, St. Vincent, different places. And then, of course, people from the continent, Africans have moved in as well.
Right.
So you're right, it's been a genesis, but now it belongs to all of the people of Afro descent or diaspora.
Exactly.
And you're trying to reconnect us all
There
back
you
to
go.
that
That's
filter.
basically what it is. That's exactly what it is. I'm trying to get everybody to come back here to say, like in the 70s and the 80s,
Yeah.
this was a great place to be at.
Yeah.
Anything you wanted that was black, you'd come back on Eglinton.
Right.
Now, we have it in Scarborough, Brampton, here or there, but I want to bring them back to Eglinton because this is where the essence was. And if we can get that back and the music back and their Jamaican heritage back, then we have something to stand for. More than we have one or two stores here that's really Jamaican.
Yeah, and I like that idea that, yes, Jamaica, but we know there's more of us
Yeah, of
beyond
course,
Jamaica,
of course,
right?
of course.
So it's about how do we, I love that essence of black.
Wow.
That some of that genesis was here. So how do we expand it to bring, especially the new generations, people come from different parts of the world, and make this a really global environment for all of us.
That's
right?
what we're intending, and that's what Karen Carter's help and my help and some of her friends. We're going to get that together. I'm going to also have Patrick Nichols comes in here as a photographer.
Right, yeah.
So he's going to start doing photography, and then we're going to try to get everybody back in here and understand where we were from the day one. We were starting out. We were doing music and helping our own people. My dad was a DJ. I was a DJ. So music is our foreground, but hairdressing was my mom's thing. So I also want to give something back to her.
What was your
as
DJ
well.
name?
No, well, we were Climax. We were doing Heavens and
What do
Sunshine.
you mean?
and
That
all
was a big sound system.
Yes,
and your
yes.
dad too, or did you
Well,
kind of?
My dad was just playing music, and that's
Right.
how we got into the record store and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, because he was playing music
That's
from
right,
there,
that's right,
in
yeah.
Studio One.
But you're a Climax? How are you shy about Climax? This is a big thing, man.
Oh, no.
Beautiful. Well, thank you.
No
This is
problem.
great. I'm looking forward. So for right now, people just connect with band and just keep watch and see what happens and
Exactly.
see what comes.
By
Beautiful.
summer, we'll be fully here, ready for everybody, and you'll see something we're going to do, because we're going to try to do, like I said, that reggae thing with all the reggae artists and give
Right.
that tribute back. Then that will start momentum for us to go and do what we're going to do next.
Beautiful. Thank you, man. Thanks
No
for talking to
problem.
me. And say your
Pleasure.
name again, just before clear.
Junior Lewis.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All right. Bless up. Thank
All right.
you.
Bless. So this is Marlene Barnett. Mulaney. I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying Marlene, but it's actually Mulaney Barnett, who is, let me go find Karen for a minute here. Sorry. How are you? So I spoke to Junior,
Yes.
and he talked a bit about because me, me fast. So
Yeah.
how did this all come about? What is your? So then he said, oh, he's going to work with you. So I'm just wondering from your perspective, because I know that it's an offsite, one of band's offsite or ongoing or just
So
for the moment.
It's an offsite to help them get it started.
Okay, good.
Because we were looking around and realizing the gap is there's no social enterprise for Black folks,
Right.
where you could literally just come, pay a little money, get a space. So you'll see the booths are 10 by 10, so an artist could book that.
I see. Oh, okay.
So then not even studio for showing. The studio will be downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exhibition space. So there'll be studio space down in the basement. The basement's the exact same footprint and 9-foot ceilings. It's
What?
high. It's exceptional space. So this is why we said we'll start with the activation, and then as it gets going, the basement will get sorted because he wants the record shop listening room to be back downstairs.
Right.
And the studio spaces will probably do 4 at the back, and then have the front be more community activation space, because there's a walkout at the back onto the
Regular lane, yeah.
This is because I literally can tell you off the top of my head at least 5 or 6 artists looking for space to show.
Right.
And band can't show everybody.
Right.
So they can apply for an exhibition assistance grant and then come and book the space to show and get a month, because $1,000 might get you a week in other places. This will give you a full month.
Fantastic.
And as you know, if you do 3, all 3 of them are going to bring their own audience.
Right.
And then we've never had this much space for live performance.
Wow,
And band
wow.
has a live art series.
Right.
So starting to do music. I saw Lillian was saying to her we should open because of the history she mentioned.
Right.
And talking to Clive, we should open with something that's an homage to the music history of the space, because the record shop was a part of the space.
Yeah.
They have
Original
vinyl and
package
stuff all downstairs.
goods downstairs?
All downstairs, and original stuff from the Hair Beauty Shop. So I was trying to get Junior, but he's like, it's too chaotic because he took everything from here to sit downstairs. No, he's not throwing it away. I told him I'd kill him if he threw it away. I was like, no. I said, this is archival material.
Last word.
Peace and hair grease.
This is a perfect place for it with the hair school history. All right, ciao. That was it.